In my introductory remarks, I said that this film was like a jazz standard, played in a fresh and soulful way. Well, that ending. It's like the band was grooving on a low-down blues number when the proprietor demanded they launch into a sunny pop tune. Not very noir. There are hints in the production files that the ending was altered following negative reaction from a preview audience, probably the usual pack of Pasadena teenagers whose unformed taste changed the endings of too many films designed to end darkly. In this case, it's really a shame. Imagine this movie with a genuinely noir ending. Kay mortally wounds Bill, only to learn they weren't being hunted by the law, which I suspect was the original ending. With a finish like that, a classic, much like They Live by Night. But even with a limp ending, Tomorrow Is Another Day stands as the best directed film of Felix Feist's career. Now, as for Steve Cochran, personally, he had a reputation as a ladies' man, one of the most prolific in Hollywood. Professionally, Cochran formed his own production company in the early 50s, hoping to follow in the footsteps of actors turned producers like John Garfield, Dick Powell, and Burt Lancaster. He formed Robert Alexander Productions, using his real first and middle names, and produced one truly terrific film, Come Next Spring, co-starring Ann Sheridan. After that, Cochran powered through middle age in a blaze of booze, sex, and movie making, which left him looking a little rough around the edges while still only in his 40s. Now, I've told the bizarre story of Cochran's death a couple of times before on Noir Alley, so today I'm going to end with the demise of a different contributor to Tomorrow Is Another Day. Screenwriter Art Cohn had successfully made the transition from newspaper man to screenwriter like other news hounds before him, guys like Ben Hecht and Gene Fowler and Herman Mankiewicz, the grandfather of that other guy. Cohn was a jack of all trades, a facile writer in all formats, including biographies. In 1958, he was ghostwriting the autobiography of super producer Mike Todd when the chartered plane they were taking to an event in New York crashed in New Mexico, killing everyone on board. The next morning, Billy Wilder was reading the morning papers at the Beverly Hills Tennis Club, perusing the copious coverage of Todd's tragic death. After reading a full 6 pages devoted to Mike Todd and his legendary exploits, Wilder spotted a small item on page 7. Writer also among dead. His final credit, Wilder quipped, additional dying by Art Cohn. Next week on Noir Alley, I'll be back here at Bar 355 with a TCM premiere, the first broadcast in North America of the 1952 Argentine film No abras nunca esa puerta, Never Open That Door. It was recently restored by my Film Noir Foundation, and what's especially intriguing about this multi-chapter Spanish language thriller is that it's based on stories by Noir Alley mainstay Cornell Woolrich. To quote the tagline from my current series of Noir City Film Festivals, darkness has no borders. So join me next week for some high-style suspense set in Buenos Aires. Until then, I'll see you in the shadows.